Herminio Harry Lopez Roque Jr., born on October 21, 1966, built a long and complicated public career as a Filipino lawyer, academic, politician, and government spokesperson. Well before becoming a controversial figure on the national stage, Roque was first recognized as an articulate law professor and a human rights advocate whose work placed him before the country's highest courts. Over the years, his professional journey shifted dramatically, moving from the courtroom and the classroom to political office, then into the front lines of government communication under President Rodrigo Duterte, and eventually toward a web of controversies that would push him to leave the Philippines and seek political asylum in Europe. Roque's academic foundation began abroad. He earned his Bachelor of Arts degree, studying both economics and political science, at the University of Michigan in 1986. Soon after returning home, he pursued law at the University of the Philippines, Diliman, completing his Bachelor of Laws in 1990. Continuing his studies, he secured a Master of Laws at the London School of Economics between 1996 and 1998. This combination of international education and local grounding formed the basis of his academic and legal career. For 15 years, Roque taught constitutional law and public international law at the College of Law. During this time, he also co-founded the Center for International Law, CenterLaw, a legal advocacy organization through which he became known for handling high-profile human rights cases. Among his most notable work were his legal efforts on behalf of the victims of the 2009 Maguindanao or Ampatuan massacre, one of the worst election-related killings in Philippine history. He also represented the Malaya Lolas, elderly women who suffered abuse during the Japanese occupation, as well as the family of Jennifer Laudy, a transgender woman whose death at the hands of a U.S. Marine sparked national debate. He further handled cases involving murdered environmentalist and broadcaster Jerry Ortega of Palawan. His persistence in these cases earned him a reputation as a tireless litigator, even impressing veteran members of the judiciary. Roque argued various constitutional and civil liberties issues before the Supreme Court. Among the significant cases he handled was the challenge to President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo's Proclamation 1017, which placed the country under a state of emergency and was later declared partly unconstitutional. He was also among the lawyers permitted to argue against contentious provisions of the cybercrime law and represented the integrated bar of the Philippines in defending the public's right to peaceful assembly. His advocacy extended into environmental law as well, helping the Roque Foundation secure a temporary environmental protection order against a large-scale reclamation project in Cataclan. On top of this, he won early petitions for the writ of amparo, legal remedies designed to protect individuals from threats to their life and safety. Beyond litigation, Roque was active in nurturing the next generation of lawyers. He coached several moot court teams that went on to win international competitions, including the prestigious Oxford Prize Moot Court and the Red Cross International Humanitarian Law Moot Court contests. His professional standing extended internationally. He held roles within the Asian Society of International Law, eventually serving as its president from 2018 to 2019. The Philippine government nominated him for a seat on the United Nations International Law Commission in 2021, but the bid faltered amid strong objections from civil society, academic groups, and legal organizations who raised concerns about his political alignment with the Duterte administration. Ultimately, he did not secure enough votes to win a seat. Roque's political career began when he entered Congress as the party list representative of Kabayan in 2016. As a legislator, he helped author several national laws, including the Universal Health Care Act, the Philippine HIV and AIDS Policy Act, the Free Irrigation Service Act, a nationwide school feeding program, and legislation expanding access to free tertiary education. He also endorsed the impeachment complaint against former Commission on Elections Chairman Andres Bautista. In late 2017, Roque was appointed by President Rodrigo Duterte as presidential spokesperson, replacing Ernesto Abella. Duterte described Roque as someone whose bold, direct speaking style matched his own. Roque was also made presidential advisor for human rights while serving as spokesperson. His tenure became notable for his energetic defense of Duterte's policies, including those surrounding the war on drugs, which contrasted sharply with his earlier reputation as a human rights lawyer. Many critics, former colleagues, and advocacy groups questioned the transformation, calling it a betrayal of his prior work. Roque briefly resigned in 2018 after expressing his desire to run for the Senate, but ultimately withdrew that bid due to a medical condition. He returned to Malacanang in April 2020, once again taking up the role of presidential spokesperson and later serving as spokesperson for the government's COVID-19 task force. In 2021, he attempted another Senate run under the People's Reform Party but placed 17th, failing to win a seat. After leaving government service, Roque worked with Whirlwind Corporation, a real estate company with links to Philippine offshore gaming operators, POGOs. His association with Lucky South 99, a controversial POGO in Pampanga shut down over alleged human trafficking, torture, and cyber fraud, embroiled him in legal trouble. By 2024, he faced multiple investigations and charges. This included being cited for contempt by Congress, twice, after he allegedly gave misleading testimony and failed to submit required documents. The House of Representatives later declared him to be evading authorities even as the Bureau of Immigration initially reported him still inside the country. Soon, Roque was formally named a respondent in a qualified human trafficking case, alongside various POGO operators. He denied all accusations, calling them fabricated, but by late 2024 he had already left the Philippines, filing counter-affidavits from abroad, including from Abu Dhabi. His legal issues escalated further. Former government official Melvin Matabag filed a disbarment case against him related to his social media posts, including videos insinuating drug use by President Bongbong Marcos, a claim Roque insisted was protected free speech. As political tensions heightened, Roque became increasingly critical of the Marcos administration, repeating allegations that were later debunked. By 2025, Roque's self-exile became more pronounced. Authorities reported that he had attempted to travel to the United States, but was stopped in Japan. After former President Duterte was detained by the International Criminal Court, Roque announced he was applying for asylum in the Netherlands, claiming he needed to defend Duterte, a position he lost shortly afterward when he was removed from the defense team. Despite legal troubles, Roque maintains an active presence online. Through his program The Spox Hour, he comments on Philippine politics and current events. A viral video resurfaced in 2024 showing him joking with singer Ronnie Leong during a previous show segment, which unexpectedly became linked to documents tying him to former pageant winner A.R. Dela Serna, who had worked as his executive assistant. In his personal life, Roque is a member of the United Church of Christ in the Philippines. He married television reporter Milo Reyes in 1999, and although they come from different religious backgrounds, they built an interdenominational household together. The couple has 2 children. From law professor and rights advocate to political spokesperson and controversial figure facing multiple charges, Harry Roque's life reflects a dramatic and often turbulent trajectory, one shaped by shifting loyalties, legal battles, and an ongoing struggle to defend his public identity amid mounting scrutiny.